Oh yeah! Are you ready to rumble? Clench your mouse and prepare to enter the ring of cloud storage supremacy. In today's high-stakes matchup, we're pitting the best cloud storage gladiators against each other in an electrifying 4-round elimination. From powerhouse punches of jaw-dropping features, to the defensive maneuvers of ironclad security, the cunning strategy behind cutthroat pricing, and the lightning-fast reflexes in our speed test showdown. Who will showcase the strength to protect your precious data? Which contender will lift the heavyweight title for both space and speed? Only one can rise to be the cream of the crop.
Cloud storage.
Cloud storage.
Cloud storage.
Cloud storage.
Cloud storage.
I'm actually doing a cloud storage review in 4 rounds. To clarify, those rounds include features, such as total storage, per file storage, online-only file access, and other tools useful to you, like media playing and file sharing. Security, such as history of data breaches, data retention practices, and what they do with your data. Pricing, including how much they charge you per month and whether they offer a free option. And speed tests, where we have personally tested the speed of each provider. We're going to be taking a look at OneDrive, Google Drive, Dropbox, Mega, Sync, iDrive, pCloud, and iDrive. I'll eliminate 2 for the first 3 rounds and 1 in the final round of comparisons. Of course, only one can survive this competition, so if you're curious about the best provider, you'll need to stick around until the end. Also, if you want premium service at an affordable price, then you can get some sweet discounts of up to 80% off on some of these providers if you buy through the special links in our description. Round 1, features. For our first round, we want to take a closer look at the features of your cloud storage provider. So, what's the most important feature for any cloud storage provider? Storage. Without enough storage, cloud storage can't really be used. This includes both total limits and per item limits. So let's take a closer look at this table. This table reveals a company's storage levels for personal users. There's a huge variance, with iDrive offering the most storage and Google Drive and iDrive tying for the least storage. Note that neither of these plans includes free storage, which is typically around 10 gigabytes. If you're hoping for an absurd amount of storage, you can also look at team plans. And what do you know, we've got another table for this one. As you can see, only 3 services offer unlimited storage: OneDrive, Google Drive, and Sync. But there's a catch. OneDrive and Google Drive only offer this storage to enterprise-level consumers. Meanwhile, Sync.com makes this available to all users. In other words, Google and OneDrive only provide this to massive companies, not regular users. Meanwhile, Sync can offer this to as few as 2 users, making it the better unlimited alternative. If you want to learn a bit more about the cost, then you'll have to wait until round 3 coming up soon. But regardless of how much you pay for overall storage, per item storage tends to stay the same. Here's yet another table breaking down the file size limits. Different file size limits vary based on their use. For example, Google Drive limits per day, iDrive and iDrive limits when shared, and Dropbox limits per file. Out of the group, Dropbox is the only provider that has a concerning limit. Sync and Mega are the only 2 offering unlimited per-file uploads. From this, it's clear that each provider specializes in different areas. So you let us know, how important is per-file storage for you? Put your thoughts down in the comments. To review the remaining features, let's go through a quick lightning review of where each provider specializes. OneDrive is the cloud provider for those who like office products. This means expanding your inbox and access to a series of Microsoft 360 products like Word or Excel. Higher tier plans offer more protection through Microsoft Defender and Windows antivirus software. You also get 30 days of file history, which is the lowest on this list. Google Drive also expands mailbox storage, improves your Google Photos editor, and provides greater tools through Workspace, Google's workplace platform. At higher pricing tiers, you can also get access to Google's AI platform, Gemini. Otherwise, the same 30 days of history apply alongside up to 100 file versions. Dropbox is a cloud storage tool for business users. It offers greater collaborative tools, including screen capturing, file analytics, and an e-signing tool for important documents. You also get 180 days of file history, which is a vast improvement. Mega's features imply a focus on privacy, including a VPN and built-in privacy chat tools. It's also the first cloud provider to offer password-protected links and expiring links, which are paramount to being a premium cloud storage provider. It also offers the same 180 days of rewind with 100 file versions. Sync, which also offers the same password protection, offers up to 365 days of file history under its premium plans. Even under cheaper plans, you get up to 365 days of file history. File download limits when sharing help you control the amount of access. iStrive follows Sync's inspiration but only offers 180 days of file history. It also offers password-protected file sharing, but compared to some, it is a bit feature light. pCloud offers all of the same alongside branded link sharing for companies, media playing features, public folders, 30 days of trash history for file recovery, and 30 days of versioning history. And iDrive. The only reason you're on this list is that you're so close to being competitive. On paper, iDrive is inexpensive and offers 10 previous file versions, backups for 365 and Google Drive, and specific tools for automatic server backup, which are all great. However, the reason that iDrive was immediately eliminated is that the company charges for data overages.
Oh no, no.
Literally, this is the only well-known cloud storage company that does this. So naturally, you wonder if iDrive doesn't publicize this because that's where they make their money. While I could speculate, instead, I'm throwing it away, alongside OneDrive. While OneDrive is less offensive here, many of its paid features are found for free on Google. Speaking of paid features, our video description includes discount links for lifetime plans, which can save you tons over the long term. To find out which providers offer lifetime features, you'll need to stick around until round 3. But for now, round 2, security.
Hey, wait! Security! Security!
When considering security, it's important to consider 2 areas: protection from others and protection from within. The good news is that all of these providers offer protection from others, starting with 2-factor authentication. This means that potential cybercriminals will need your phone or something like YubiKey alongside your password. YubiKeys are like the mobile version of your phone authenticator, offering security through a physical item in your possession. To protect ourselves from others, we need to examine these companies and their history of data breaches or vulnerabilities. So let's do that. First, Google is a big piece of meat for hackers, making it a desirable point of attack. So you can find a prolific history of attacks associated with the tech giant. This includes the loss of 37 million T-Mobile customers associated with Google in 2023. A bug exposing 52 million users and their Google Plus data in 2018, and the loss of data thanks to the Gooligan malware, which compromised 1 million Android users. Now, admittedly, 2 of these recent data breaches were not the fault of Google. However, those who connect with Google are putting their information on one of the world's largest targets. Now, Dropbox, that's a different story. Dropbox has lost in 3 different recent scenarios. 68 million credentials were lost in a 2016 data leak where they were at fault. Not soon enough? Well, how about a threat actor in 2022? Thankfully, no data was lost in this event. However, they made it up in an event this year, where a massive data breach affected Dropbox, among others, in 2024. Dropbox shows us what happens when cybercriminals are presented with a big, meaty target without the same level of protection they get elsewhere. This is notable when you compare these stats to the other top providers on our list. Sync, iStrive, Mega, and pCloud all have no history of data breaches. Out of the 4, only Mega is known to have a notable security flaw identified by cryptographic researchers. Despite this, no data was lost. When we consider protection from the self, the same can be said. Namely, this comes in the form of zero-knowledge encryption, which means that even the people inside the company can't access your data. To do this, they need your private keys, which is something you have access to. Sync, Mega, iDrive, and pCloud all do. Neither Google nor Dropbox has these features. The one drawback among these providers is from pCloud, as you have to pay extra for pCloud encryption. This feature was previously known as pCloud Crypto. I don't know about you, but this feels like a good name change, as it doesn't feel like some guy is shilling you on the latest meme coin. So naturally, both Dropbox and Google are eliminated from the security round. But you let us know, were we right on our security review? Let us know your opinion down in the comments. Round number 3, pricing. Round 3, which is arguably the most important for many people, is pricing. Because of its importance, our table shows the pricing compared across all of our providers. Naturally, you can find many of these providers discounted further in our video's description through our special links. What you won't see on this table is the allowance for further discounts for up to 2 years for both iDrive and Mega. Most of these discounts take off a few dollars per month, making them worth mentioning. In addition, only 2 of these providers offer unique lifetime deals, iDrive and pCloud. Arguably, these 2 providers offer the most potential savings. After all, if you only need to pay once, you'll eventually pay less than what you pay for the cheapest provider.
Could you pay me in advance?
Out of the 2, pCloud offers more value, as its lifetime plans offer more storage room. Despite offering excellent value, both Mega and Sync are eliminated from this round. Both of these are above the budget most people set for cloud providers. So knowing the final 2, who do you think will win in the final round? Leave a comment with your guesses and let's see if you're right in this final review. Round 4, speed tests and final round.
Ready? Get set. Go.
In our last round, we're going to take a look at speed. And much like the pricing round, we're going to take a last look at all of our providers. To test this, we're going to upload and download a 250 megabyte video. This means it's small enough that I don't have to wait all day, but large enough to cover most files.
Great job.
So let's review the data from this table. Google Drive has the fastest download time to retrieve your files, and the fastest upload time to send them. Unfortunately, Google failed the security check, so this gives pCloud a clear victory when it comes to download speed with closer competition. iDrive, however, is the slowest cloud storage provider on our list, which means it has a few things to improve upon. This means that our clear overall winner's trophy goes to pCloud. pCloud clearly offers the best overall experience for most people. It's got the most value for storage, some amazing features that appeal to most people, and some of the best security, all in a user-friendly platform. So if you want to check it out and maybe save some extra money, then you can check out our discount links on all of pCloud's plans, including the lifetime ones. But before you do that, even if you can't pay for stuff with money, you can help us by liking the video and sharing it with a friend who has also been looking for these sorts of things. Also, if you're concerned about security, you can check out our video on the best antivirus software.